Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm talking about how to start a photography business based on my experience. Everyone's going to be different and everyone will probably have different advice for you. But I started my business about 1 year ago, and so I just want to give you the tips of what I wish I would have done differently, what I did right, and all of that sort of thing. So I've actually narrowed it down to 4 P's. The 4 P's of starting a photography business are practice, pricing, promotion, and professionalism. So I'm just going to go through each one of those, kind of explain what I mean by that, and how I wish I would have done things differently. So first is practice. This I think I did right. I practiced a lot for honestly years, and you don't have to do that. That's what I did because I was, one, young. So number 1, practice. Get comfortable with your equipment, know how to use it, and be good at photography. So practice a lot. Practice so much. All the practice, okay? You want to be very comfortable with your camera before you get in a professional setting and someone is expecting great photos from you. Also, I recommend during the practice stage, get an editing style. This is something I didn't do as well. I kind of figured that out after I'd already started my business officially. So what I mean by that is a lot of photographers will have Lightroom presets, which if you want to know more about editing in Lightroom, there's a lot of videos online. I might make one day, but that isn't what this video is about. But I did want to touch on it because it is really important. It's an editing software. I use Lightroom. I recommend it, especially for beginners. Once you learn how to use Lightroom, then you really understand it. Once you learn how to use Lightroom, then you are good to go. And Lightroom can basically do most of what you need to do editing-wise. Some of it will need to be photoshopped stuff, but for the most part, Lightroom is what you'll use. At least what I use. So back to editing style. So your editing style is really something that sets you apart from your competition. So that is something really important to practice, so your clients know what to expect whenever you do their photos. So yeah, that's the practice stage. That's number 1. Number 2, before you start a official business, is figuring out your pricing. This was something that was really difficult for me. I live in a small town, and so there's quite a few photographers, and so whenever a client is shopping around, they'll be looking at prices more than likely, unless they already love someone's style or work or worked with them in the past. Like, usually go back. So when choosing your prices, I would definitely compare to your competition. And what's important here is not pricing too low that you're lowballing everyone else in the industry, because if someone's charging $20 for a shoot or something ridiculous, then the clients will be more likely to go towards the cheaper person. So you don't want to sell yourself short. Don't make your prices too cheap, but also remember you're still a beginner, so you don't want to price up with the most expensive person. So yeah, it's really a balance, figuring out where you stand compared to your competition, but also just valuing yourself and your time, because shooting and editing and delivering and all the marketing and everything that goes into it is a lot of money, and so you can't be losing money on your business. Pricing is really tricky, and I don't have like one set way for you to figure that out. I hope my tips have been a little bit helpful, and I might make a whole video on this as well. This video is just really specifically a broad overview of what you need to get in order before you officially start your business. So number 3 is promotion, and this goes into your website. If you're going to create a website, I recommend it. It's something that you look so much more professional whenever you can send someone a link to your website. And honestly, they're not too difficult to make. You can use Squarespace, Wix, I don't know another one, WordPress maybe, but like there's so many options of ways you can do it, and they're pretty simple to use. I used Wix and it was really easy for me. So yeah, a website A website is really important, as well as social medias. Having an Instagram and Facebook and keeping up on them, posting often, that is also really important for promotion. Business cards and newspaper ads and stuff like that isn't used as much anymore. That might be your thing, and you could definitely do that if that's something you're interested in. I have business cards, but I've never really used them, so I don't know if I would recommend spending your money and time on that, but that's really up to you, just however you want to get your business out to people and possible clients. But most importantly, I think, is giving the customers you do have a great experience, because then they'll go out and tell more people through word of mouth, and that's how you'll get most of your business, probably. That's how I do, at least. Just a friend telling a friend, hey, I really love this photographer, she was really sweet, and just going from there. So promotion is something, the third on the P's, because before you can book anyone, you have to promote yourself and learn marketing skills and how to market your business, your service, and all of that. The fourth P is professionalism. This is probably the second most important. This wasn't in the right order. Professionalism is so important, probably right under practice. So whenever you are trying to be professional, this includes using contracts, which is so important. I can't recommend it enough. I personally use Jessica Kobeisi's. She gives out a free contract. I downloaded it, edited it to match what I needed it to say, and changed my policies and everything. But I will try to link that down below if I can find it. Yeah, I totally recommend, definitely 100% use a contract. And then number 2, get legal. So it depends on where you're living, but keep track of money for taxes. You'll probably need to go talk to someone who does your taxes to find out exactly how to do that. You'll have to decide if you want to be a sole proprietorship. I think that's how you say it. Gosh, I should have known how to say this. I'm a business major, but it's fine. So sole proprietorship, or an LLC, or you can be a partnership, I think, if you have a partner. And so you have to kind of make those decisions business legal wise. They're super important. And getting a business license and everything, it all depends on your city and state. So I would make sure that you go check out the laws in your area, make sure that is taken care of before you start making money, because I don't want anyone watching this video to get the IRC called on them or whatever. I don't know how all that works. Professionalism also goes into the actual session when you arrive, being professional and how you greet them, how you translate information with them. I recommend emailing over texting or messaging on Facebook. I mean, that works sometimes, but emailing is the most professional way to get information across and for them to be able to communicate back to you. So notice that equipment isn't on my list of my 4 P's, and that is something that, yes, you need good equipment, and most importantly, you need to be comfortable with your equipment and know how to use it. But you don't need a full frame camera or a $1,000 lens to make money on photography. You really just need practice, talent, knowing what you're doing. I went a whole year using a crop sensor camera during my business, and I did 3 weddings on it. And then you can even just use like a 50mm 1.8 or 1.4. It's a great lens to start out with, and you can definitely make money from photography using equipment that isn't as expensive as a full frame. So I just want to give you that encouragement that you don't have to upgrade all your equipment if you want to start a business. Okay, well, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to be filming so many more photography related videos soon. I'm so excited. I just upgraded to a 60 Mark II from my Canon 70D. So I might be doing a review or something on that. I'm not really sure. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned something. Remember the 4 P's? Let's see if I can remember them. Practice, pricing, promotion, professionalism. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.